Hey everybody, I'm Rob.
And I'm Lori Marie Jenkins.
And we are artists who live in Costa Rica.
Welcome to a very hot month.
Welcome.
How's that?
Perfect. Welcome to March. March is a hot and very dry month here.
Yes, I don't think we've had rain for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Never seen it this dry, and I don't know that I've seen it this hot here. And as those of you who follow along know, we do not have AC. We also do not have a pool. We're kind of the only expat friends we have in the area without a pool. But we also don't have to deal with the water bill. We don't have to deal with the maintenance, and we don't have to deal with the electricity from the pump. All those are important things, but we also don't get to dip in the pool.
Right, and it's a conscious choice.
It is.
It is a conscious choice. I'm looking at the hose, which is looking pretty inviting.
So we are sitting right where I am going to be building Lori Marie and I, but mainly her, an outdoor shower.
Which will be lovely to
Yes.
step through when it's hot.
Yes, and it is. It's well underway, but we have a number of projects that I want to have done all at once, concrete-wise. So we'll have a nice outdoor shower here. It's close to our planting area, close to her studio and the outdoor kitchen.
And I know Rob doesn't like stark cold water.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It's in a big tank up there and it gets warm. And if it's in the ground, it's warm, so it's never earth-shaking cold.
It's never freezing cold.
No,
right,
it is not.
Right.
So
yeah.
just a little refreshing shower that somebody can walk through if they're mighty, mighty hot.
Yep.
So that would be nice.
So for those of you planning a trip to Costa Rica or planning to move to Costa Rica, always it's something to consider is where you live. And we are about, we're about 400 meters above sea level. So that's about 1,200 feet. And it's definitely cooler here. We've got a nice breeze through the mountains. It's cooler here than the beach, the coast. But it's still, I mean, you can go much higher and it gets cooler there. So there's always trade-offs to consider.
So how are you doing with the heat?
The heat is really hard for me. The past couple of weeks have been the hardest weeks I think I've ever had here, because it's just so hot in the afternoon. I don't have much energy.
Mm-hmm. I'm not as affected.
No, she's crazy.
Rob.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, I'll get out there and play and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's hard on the man.
Yeah, I sweat a lot, as many of you guys do too, and it's hard. Different body types. So this, I can't. If it were like this all the time, I would not live here. There's no way I could live here if it was like this all the time. So I keep reminding myself that this is summer. This is the dry season. This is the hottest it's going to get here. Well, maybe global warming in the future. We're not there yet. So once the rainy season comes, things moderate nicely. And so
we'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah.
But this is a reality check for us.
Right.
You know, this is really, really hot for him.
Yeah. If this were to continue, I might think about looking elsewhere in Costa Rica. Different climate. But I don't want AC, really. You know, I don't want to pay for AC, and I don't want that. I love our house. I love where we are. It's kind of a Tico house, and then concrete, and we've got pretty good ventilation. But
yep.
Yeah, enough said, right?
Enough said.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough said. Oh my goodness, last week. I see what's number one on the list here.
We had a fun one Friday.
Oh my goodness.
Go for it.
So last Friday, we needed to do some errands up in San Isidro.
Quite a few, yeah.
Quite a few. I think there were 6
Yeah,
errands
6.
on the list. So we got a couple of them done, and we were out in the area by Walmart, and it's like, well, we need to do some shopping. We're right here. Let's just suffer through Walmart and get this done.
It's a rare trip there for us.
It is.
Every 2 months, maybe.
Not even that.
Right, yeah.
It's longer than that since we've been at Walmart. It just is not a fun place to go for us.
Right.
The BMA is a small supermarket that is...
We love.
Yeah, it's much easier to shop in. So anyway, we get to the parking lot at Walmart, and usually it's pretty scant. You can park any place.
Sure.
And the parking lot was like full.
Yeah.
So found a parking spot, pulled in, parked, and then went, and that's like an escalator thing, flat escalator, walking,
Yeah, cart
sidewalk.
escalator.
Yeah. that you put your cart on and then you go up, and all these carts were coming down, and to you.
They were full of beer. All of them were full of beer.
Full
Yeah.
of beer.
Just cases and cases of beer. And we didn't know what was going on. Did we miss a holiday? Are these just restaurants stocking up because they got cheap prices? And so we were doing our shopping, and it wasn't too crazy there until we got closer to the checkout lines and we saw what was going on. And what did they have going on?
They had a sale on cerveza.
Yeah.
50% off.
50%.
50% off the beer.
Beer for 3 days, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And we were there on March 1st, the first day of this. Had no idea.
No idea.
I never would have done it. Never
We
will
would have
again.
run for the hills had
my
we
gosh.
known.
And we
Oh,
should
my
have.
goodness.
But we had done all of our shopping on the periphery of the store. Had everything we needed until we kind of get into where the beer, the drinks, and the registers are.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was so painful.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
Not the best part of humanity.
No. Oh my goodness. So Rob thinks we were in line for 45 minutes. I think we were in line for at least an hour.
You're probably right.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it was so painful. Anyway, got through there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, oh, go get something to eat. Oh, go get an empanada because it's like lunchtime, past lunchtime.
Right.
Go get an empanada. And now I'm a vegetarian, so he got an empanada, and I'm like, give me a bite of that crust. I mean, oh my gosh, it was terrible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was awful.
And-
So anyway,
That timing kind of.
we didn't do any more.
We didn't. No. We went and got lunch.
We got lunch, but we
got
didn't
lunch.
do any
We didn't
more
go looking for an
errands.
oven, and an oven was one of the things we wanted to do. We still haven't looked for an oven. But,
Right.
So the kitchen remodel is.
It's complete. Well, not quite complete.
It's far from complete, but go ahead.
So we're going to show you the kitchen the way
Yes.
that it is now.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah,
it.
tile's amazing. It
Yes.
looks great. Very
Yes.
clean and open.
And Rob's doing some finishing touches with some wood.
Yeah, the wood trim will take a while.
Yeah, so you're going to see it without the finishing touches, and then you'll see it with the finishing touches down the road.
We
But-
also do not have a stove or oven in there.
Right, because we have established a little cooking area out here, which I love.
Super fun. Yep.
Yep. I don't want to make a big mess in my kitchen, so I keep the messy stuff out here.
And it's hot. It's hot. So outside.
Outside,
heat
all the heat and
dissipates,
everything,
yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
So
no
that's
worries.
good. So we'll keep you posted. You do have a video of the kitchen.
Yes.
We love the kitchen. It is not done.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
And I will show it to you, and I've got really good progress made on the trim pieces, but it's carpentry. It's a multi-stage thing.
Right.
So that's what I'm working on today. Very
Okay.
fun.
Yay!
All right, you want to do that, or you want me to do that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead with the hearing
Okay.
aids first.
So as many of you guys know, I wear hearing aids, have for many years, and since we are residents here, temporary residents, we're in the Caja system. So we have health care through Costa Rica. And I wanted to find out about getting hearing aids here. So I have gone through the whole process now. And I went to my doctor, asked him to set up an audiology appointment, which is at the local hospital in San Isidro. That took about 6 months, which is great because he said it could take up to 2 years. And then I went in, had a hearing test. Yes, of course, you have a hearing loss. I know this. You are eligible for hearing aids. So come back beginning of March, and there will be your paperwork. It will say how much the government is giving you towards hearing aids, and then you go to the private hearing aid people close to the hospital and check it out. So that's what I did. Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah. So I went in, I got my paperwork, and then, this is the funny part, very Costa Rican. I had to get 3 signatures in the hospital from 3 different departments just to approve the approval that had already been approved. And
Did they stamp it each time?
each time.
Oh, they
each
love
time
to
was a
stamp
signature,
things.
each time was a stamp.
Oh, they
I had
love
to
that.
have the director of surgery sign and stamp this paperwork so I could get hearing aids. That was an hour and a half process, just waiting in line to get the stamps and signatures. 2 different floors, 3 different offices, and kind of funny. It worked out fine. And then, so basically, that gave me $1,000 worth of hearing aids. And then to get hearing aids of any good quality here is very similar in price to the States. My hearing aids have been anywhere between $5,500 and $7,000 a pair. They're not cheap. Here is very similar, for similar brands and similar quality. And so basically that runaround work that I did will save me $1,000 towards a pair of hearing aids. So anything above that base model I can pay for if I choose, and if you couldn't afford that, you could get the base model. And that's what the government provides, which is great, because they don't do that in the States. And so that's what we're doing. I'm going kind of mid-range. I can't afford $8,000 hearing aids, but it was a very interesting process. And the place I'm going in San Isidro is Clinica Dinamarca. I've heard good things about it. I really like Dr. Aaron there. And so I'm going to be, one nice thing is I'm going to be getting rechargeable hearing aids.
Which is great.
Instead of the battery ones. Because the batteries here, I get them from the States. And they don't do too well in this humidity, even in our dry room. So I've lost a lot of batteries due to the climate. And the rechargeables I'm looking forward to because they will never need a battery. Just charge them at night, put them in for the day. So, yay.
Yay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your excitement?
All right, my turn.
So Lori Marie still walks most mornings.
For about an hour. I do have specific routes. Oh, I hear the produce guy.
Traveling produce truck.
Right, a produce truck. I wish he came down our road, but he doesn't. He stays up on the main road. Let's see. I have several routes that I walk. I usually leave a note for Rob so that he knows which way I've gone.
In case she doesn't come back.
In case I don't come back.
I know where to look.
Exactly. Pardon me. And my favorite one is walking down Calle Camarones to the dirt and then turning around and come back. And I got attacked by bees again this past week. And it's horrible. And I have no way of knowing that it's even going to happen. I don't hear buzzing. I don't see a nest. I don't see anything. And then all of a sudden I'm getting stung on my back. And they don't let go. They stay until you can pull them off. So I'm like pulling at my shirt trying to get the bees off. And one gets tucked under my Fitbit and a couple more on my side. And so yeah, I think I ended up with about 6 stings. And it's just very uncomfortable. So
Right, we're super grateful she's not allergic.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. So that's just a sad little something that happens.
And that's a reality of where we live. We're not in the city. We're in the country.
Yeah.
And so with nature and with the rainforest, you take the good with the bad. You're going to have ants. You're going to have mosquitoes. You're going to have bees.
Of course, this is the dry season, so not a lot of mosquitoes right now.
Not a lot of mosquitoes or ants. The ants
That's
are
true.
like, yeah.
That is
really
true.
few and far between.
So, just a few bees.
Just a few. Yeah, I have not been stung maybe once in 2 years. So why they like her,
Yeah, there's
I
something.
don't know.
Yeah, there's something about the way I.
Well, the ants
smell.
like you better too.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, the ants. I think the mosquitoes like me better.
Maybe.
I don't know. She's a vegetarian. Figure it out, people.
Maybe I'm tastier to some than others. I don't know.
So again, where we live, and we didn't come into this blindly. It's like we know we had traveled here, and yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, what about the bugs? What about the bugs? What about the bugs?" It's like,
well, yeah, you don't get toucans without bugs.
That's
you
right.
don't get really exciting, super cool monkeys without bugs.
That's right.
I mean, the plant life here, the Heliconia, it's all part of it. If you don't want this, all of it, maybe think about whether you should come or not.
Right.
And we do occasionally. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of bugs. But yeah, and so doing your research is really good, and also finding out where you want to be. There's a lot of different climates even in this small country.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't remember, the size of Costa Rica is about the same size as the state of West Virginia or Maine.
Pretty small.
So if you know the United States, you know that's not a big
Pretty
state.
small.
That's the whole country.
Yeah.
And there's so much biodiversity here. It's great.
Okay.
Why don't you do that?
I'll do this one.
Sure.
Okay. So for those that have checked in about Hudson, Hudson's doing very, very well.
Yeah, much better.
He's on a hypoallergenic food, grain-free, chicken-free food, mostly duck. And he has always been a very, very picky eater. What?
Duck.
Duck. Ay, ay, ay. He's always been a picky eater, and he loves his
Yes, he
food.
does.
Oh my gosh, he eats twice a day, which I can't believe it. And his skin is looking better, much
And
much better.
What did we have to do before just to make him eat?
Put chicken in it,
Or cheese.
or cheese,
Or beef.
oh, yeah, something. There
yeah.
had to be a fun additive
Right.
for him to eat.
Nah.
And
Now.
now he gets excited and wags his tail at dinner time. So,
Yep.
and for treats, like when we're sitting there watching television, he likes a little treat. I grab some of the kibble and put it on the thing, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, goody treats!" Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So he's doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a while for the fur to come back.
Right.
Coming back slow.
He looks a little mangy
Little
on the back
mangy.
end. A little.
Still a little mangy.
But
But,
then again,
his
there's-
spirits are good,
Yeah.
and he's feeling better, and his coat is beautiful, very thick right now. So,
There's days where we're looking kind of mangy too.
yeah, that's true. That is
Just
very,
not on
very
camera.
true. Yeah. Okay.
So we don't have a whole lot of large projects here at the house, the El Nido, anymore. But one of the last things we're doing is we are replacing some of our windows with just plain screens.
Yay.
Yeah.
More ventilation, more ventilation, more ventilation.
And we love the idea of the cross ventilation, and we know it's going to introduce more dust into the house because there's just dust around. We have a road out front, that's okay, but the windows won't need cleaned.
Yeah.
They won't need opened and closed. We have bars. So we have security bars, and so with the security bars, nobody's getting in if that's a concern. But the screens, like the window here by the desk, it's just a screen, and it works great.
Yep. So we're replacing by the kitchen and the front of our bedroom
Yep.
and the 2 bathrooms. We're taking out windows and putting in 100% screens
Yeah.
in those. So
And-
that's exciting.
So we'll let you know how that goes. I think a little bit more ventilation even just a little bit in the bathrooms is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because they're a little bit static.
Stale.
Stale, yeah. Good word.
Absolutely.
So hopefully the guys are coming today. You never know.
You never know.
Pura vida.
Mañana.
Yeah, they said today. They wouldn't give me a time, so.
Yeah. So they'll be here at any moment.
Yeah.
Oh, and something exciting in my world, I'm teaching a class
Again.
next Friday.
Yeah.
So that is very, very fun. So it's a flat bottom basket class. Did I already talk about that?
You might have on your basket extra video. I don't think you have on ours.
Okay. I
Because you
have.
just thought of it last week.
I know, it feels like I've already talked about it.
You have on your other channel.
Maybe. So I have room for 6 people. I think I have 3 people signed up right now, and I'm not done promoting it. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very ready to teach.
She's an excellent teacher.
I love it.
Yeah, it's very fun. We got a lovely place here and good space for it.
Yep. That's all I got.
All right. Up.
Done.
Yeah,
All right.
that's where we are. We have some fun extra videos for you guys this
Yes.
week. Not a lot, but hang out and watch them.
Yes. And that's it.
Yeah, I
We'll
think.
see you next week. Thanks for coming along. Comments are always welcome. Questions, of course, are always welcome.
Yep.
I'm trying to think real quick if there were any questions that I need to.
Yeah. Anything need answering?
I think I answered them in the comments, so I think we're caught up.
Right.
All right. Okay. Oh, my turn. Waiting for me. All right. Adios.
Ciao. Have a great week, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good job.
Where are we?
Oh my gosh, we've just been through hell.
Also known as.
Walmart. On
Where are we now?
on the day when the cerveza's on sale.
Half price.
Was it half price? I thought it
Yes.
was 15% off.
50.
Oh my gosh. No
Yeah, you see
wonder.
why?
It was wacky. Rob and I are exhausted.
More about that later.
Now we are at Urban
Farm.
Farm, one of my favorite places to eat.
Yeah.
I have a falafel wrap coming. And Rob, what did you get? Chicken wrap? So,
But we've filmed here before. This is the outdoor dining area. Really fun. But I had to show you guys this Heliconia. We've got different Heliconias all over, and this one is fuzzy. It's so cool. So you
Oh
can
my
see
gosh, it's so
the flower
soft.
coming off, and that's where the birds would
or
feed.
ants.
Yeah, ants, always ants. But this guy is so neat. Pretty cool. Thanks for coming along, everybody. So that is Bob and Gail. They're our resident wood rails. And I just think they look like little Dr. Seuss birds. They're so cute. But they're out here in the porch sometimes, in the screened-in porch. But the two of them are out there, and I don't know. I'm assuming they're insect eaters. But it's kind of funny. We'll hear Bob. He's the braver one. We'll hear him in the patio, clacking on the tiles with his beak. So hilarious, but great to have him around.
All right, we are on our way to some friend's house to play some euchre. And this is down the road from us. The ocean, the sunset.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. The valley. Yep, it is gorgeous.
Well, here's our bug of the week, guys. So, pretty typical here. Big old grasshopper. So, that's my hand there. So he's probably 5 or 6 inches long. Looks like he's got a little, moving around. Looks like he got a little bite taken out of him by somebody. I don't know who it was. Another grasshopper, a bird, something like that. But yeah, these guys are pretty common. They're very colorful. And there you go. So we've had multiple requests to see the kitchen. So I'm showing it to you as it is. New kitchen tile is in and looks great. We have not finished the kitchen, but we got this beautiful gray tile here, slightly shorter backsplash, and the stove and oven is outside. So we're gonna replace the inside one, but the older one is gonna be sort of an outdoor kitchen. And where you see this concrete, that's wood trim that I'm doing. And the same thing over here, I've got wood trim that I'm gonna be putting in for the windowsill. So kind of exciting stuff. New sink, same cabinets, but the tile looks really nice. The whole room is lighter. The backsplash is a little bit shorter. So that is what we've got. Got our Fiesta ware up there. And we will show you when it's all finished with the wood trim and everything. And then the other thing we're doing is we're taking the glass out of these windows and putting screens in. So we'll have protection from the bugs, but we'll have a little bit more airflow. So we think. Okay, enjoy everybody. Thanks for coming along.